Hello, welcome back, and right now we are going to create this notice spawns. I call it notification spawn icons, and we are going to create a spawn element inside this spawn element. So let's get started. So first of all, open up the index.html file. Inside the ULLI anchor tag, inside the spawn, we are going to create another spawn. So here we are going to create another spawn element, and we will say spawn, and the class name will be notiSpawn. We will add this class in a moment, and we need to create another spawn element inside the spawn element for the notification counter. So let's add one here to see what's happened. So when we refresh the page, as you can see, it's given the one value here. So let's design this element. So here in the style.css file, we will add a notice spawn, and we will say notice spawn. Inside the notice spawn, select the spawn element, and this spawn element will have a color will be white, and the background will be hash f7 2a2a, and this is the red color, and font size will be 11 pixels. Border radius will be 50 pixels because we need to round the corner, and the padding will be 3 pixels. Top and bottom, right and left will be 7 pixels. So let's save the file and let's refresh the page. As you can see, it's given the round corner and it's also given the red color. So let's move this element to up. So moving this element in our desired position, we need to add position absolute property. So we'll select the notice spawn only, and we will say position absolute. So position absolute has 4 different values, and the first value is defaultly set to static, and which is a normal state position, which is the normal position, and the absolute position what it does. So when we refresh the page, you can see now it's in the absolute mode. So when we add a left property, this left property work with the position relative, and this left and right and top bottom properties work with the position property. So we will add right property, we will say 0 pixels. So let's see what's happened. As you can see, it's moved to the full right position. Why? Because it's not relying on the width and height of the li element. It's relying on the width and height of the body, because the ancestor of this element is not given the position relative. If the ancestor of this element has a position relative property, it will rely on that particular element, and it will move. If we add these left and right property, it will move according to the width and height of that element which we have given the relative property. So we haven't given the position relative to its ancestor. You can see we haven't given the position relative to the li element or even to the li spawn element, which is here. So we can add it here. So we will say center menu li spawn, and you can see here the notice spawn is inside the spawn element. So we have selected this spawn element here, so we will add a position relative property. So we'll say position relative, and when we save the file, so now it's moved inside this spawn element, as you can see. So let's remove this right. We will add top because we need to move the element in the top area minus 30 pixels. So it will move the element 30 pixel to the top because we have given the minus value here. So from the left side we need 30 pixel as well. So we'll say left side give 30 pixel as well. So when we refresh the page here, so as you can see it's now on the top side. We are selecting all the span, so that is why this span element is moved to the top. What do I mean by that? As you can see, we have selected the span here and we have given the position relative, but here we have said that all the span inside the anchor tag, so that is why it's not working as we want. So we will add a so we will only select the span which is inside the anchor tag. So that is how we select the span which is only the children of the anchor tag. So let's refresh the page. As you can see, now is placed where we want. So let's copy and paste where we want to add this. So as in the finished project, you can see it's here and here. So we'll copy the div from here and we will paste it on the user and inside the gam pad. So for the user we have given the 9 plus value, and let's save the file and refresh the page. As you can see that is given exactly the same position as we given here. So we have successfully created our notification span, and that's it for now, and see you in the next lecture.